My people, our people, pushing back against the systematic racism that has plagued this country from 1619, when a narrative of freedom commenced as captive Africans jumped overboard to escape the cruel novelty of bondage, with the white lion, the first of many vessels, roaring to the shores of Jamestown settlement, just miles from where I grew up in Virginia. This narrative of freedom continued with every enslaved child who secretly learned to read and write by the dim light of a candle, and every passenger on an underground railroad. This narrative strained under a proclamation that emerged out of one of the bloodiest battles on American soil, and it grew faint as the laws of Jim Crow produced a strange fruit that filled the air with an aroma not soon to be forgotten. This narrative sparked a renaissance in Harlem after birthing the blues, an art form reinvented as a visceral resistance to terror in one's own country. This narrative marched on Washington even as the warriors of justice would never see the narrative rewritten. This narrative of freedom announced loud and clear for the world to hear that the lives of Black folks matter, as we sat in a terrifying pause that took the lives of brothers and sisters of many tongues across the globe, and it held fast as an insurrection stormed a nation's capital, reminding us of the fragility of a fractured democracy. This narrative of freedom has many authors. It is a living document that has been edited, amended, and revised time and time again. And it has been tested, challenged, and downtrodden, yet shored up with countless whispered prayers and hallelujah shouts. The function of freedom, in the words of the late Nobel laureate Toni Morrison, is to free someone else. And so it was. During one of the most consequential and catastrophic moments in modern history, when injustice and inequity stood center stage, when it would have been easy enough to stay quarantined and sequestered, surrounded by the hard-won accolades of decades of artistic excellence, a group of Black theater artists united, and the streets became their stages and truth their spotlight, and in their hands, they wielded the sword of justice, understanding, if we are paying attention to daily headlines, that the resolve to free someone else and build a world in which all people can flourish must continue. And so to the founders and members of Black Theatre United, my profound gratitude to you for your commitment to change the world, and for welcoming me into your hallowed ranks. And if I may, in the words of Steve Jobs, the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Thank you.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. And now let's continue that wonderment. Please welcome BTU founder, Lillias White. And from the Broadway cast of 6, Nasia Thomas.